Hey investors, and welcome to Beginner Business and Investing. Like always guys, hit the subscribe below and don't forget to watch our other videos as we have plenty other videos on investing and business tips. A look inside the software application industry. Work, Slack technology here, and of course CRM, Salesforce here guys. And what are we going to take a look at? We're going to take a look at the digital growth and the new normal in the industry. The new story in the industry. The pandemic brought to light the need to transition to digital is here to stay. New business models will need to adapt to digital or the risk of the health and safety of their workers. This new business environment will bring many changes to remote work and everyday conversations. Communications will be driven to digital platforms. These platforms will need to be highly functional and efficient at organizing a virtual world. Corporations will have no choice but to expand on the software to meet the evolving times and the new normal in office environments. Let's go ahead and take a look here at Work, Slack technologies here and the positives that they have going for them. Right now I see an increase in major clients. They really build on these big clients that give them big contracts. An increase from remote work. Of course, with all this pandemic work, remote work is really going to grow and it's just here to stay in the industry. The transition into digital is really something that's been coming for the last generation, but now we're really going to take this new decade and move into the new digital world. We're going to really see Slack technologies kind of capitalize on the organizing projects and task abilities of their messaging. They really use a highly efficient way by using their hashtag way of their projects and tasks of really communicating with a business. This is really going to be the only way to be effective and have that effective communication without the risk of the health to the workers. These major changes in the industry will cause a trend for companies that are offline to start using digital means to communicate. Companies that use Slack or other digital software will continue to expand service as they work to keep the communication efficiency and let workers social distance. All right, so when we take a look at the work chart, we can really see when they IPO'd, they went straight down. It was trying to find where it was really priced at. And then we really got into this area of consolidation. Right before the pandemic, we did get this spike up. We even got a nice little spike up here in volume. That's really where I think investors really started getting in here at this $22.80s, $23 area. And then, of course, the pandemic hit. It knocked us all the way down here to this $15. And that's where I see this big volume really get filled here. Over 100 million shares traded in that 1 week. And you really see it just rebound immediately. This all really looks bullish to me here. We could take a look a little bit deeper here. I like looking and using kind of the flag pattern here. And I can see this kind of flag pattern really break out here. And as long as we kind of continue getting this higher lows, we can continue trending on up. One thing we need to look for is if we're going to have enough drive to really get on up there towards that 35 resistance that you can see here from the IPO, or are we just not going to have enough and are going to hang out more kind of in this area and build up some consolidation before we really go ahead and break on out. So one thing we really need to look for is if we're going to get that increase in volume, another spike up here, somewhere up here to 100 million shares, when we can get up there and really break out through the 35, I could see this one heading on up there to the 40, if the industry really starts holding these new trends. Let's go ahead and take a look here at Salesforce now and their positives. When we go ahead and take a look at the top providers in the customer relationship management, we really got to take a look at Salesforce. They have an increased use in cloud computing that really should benefit to them. Customer information management and transition into digital data is really here to stay and really going to be the move into the next decade also. Because at the end of the day, clients will really want to get their information digitally. And really what they're going to want is an increased demand for understanding customers. And this is going to come through digital automation. And what Salesforce is really good at is that they have automated effective sales and marketing strategies that they can really implement here in this pandemic environment. Salesforce's ability to use artificial intelligence gives it a competitive advantage and makes it best of breed. Their efficient customer service and marketing software should really thrive as the transition to digital continues. Salesforce automated capabilities should continue to capitalize on this new environment as we continue to use more cloud computing, as they are the top provider in customer relationship management, and we see that increased demand in understanding customers. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Salesforce chart here and see what we see. When we start looking at the chart of CRM here, Salesforce, we could see that they were really strong through 2017, 2018, and then, in 2019, we kind of were in this consolidation, and then we really broke out in 2020. We really started making a move up, and then of course, just like our other stock, the pandemic hit and brought us all the way down to long-term support near this 113.60, 114 area. But now you really seen the stock rebound, and it's come all the way back up here to the 170s. The real question is going to be is it going to have enough drive to continue on moving up as we continue seeing the push in volume and test the resistance? But the question is, this move is going to take a lot of volume. It's going to take a lot of great earnings report on great revenue beat, and it's going to take a lot because we've already had this huge momentum push. So we're going to see this stock, I'm more along, could see this stock hanging around here in the 170s, in the 160s for a little bit before we really start ramping on up there and getting up there in the 190s, in the 200s. But we're going to see how Salesforce reports, and as they report on Thursday afternoon. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the industry story and how we feel it's bullish. When we look at the whole industry, we're really going to see this transition into digital. We're going to see an increase in client demand, communication gone digital, remote work increase, and investments due to health concerns. I think all these are really going to play an impact on the industry here for software application, and this is a bullish story here. Like always, guys, always leave your comments down below if you either agree with our bullish story or you have a bear outlook on this industry. Like always, what we do here is try to do an investment strategy based off a story so that we can go ahead and teach you guys not only to go ahead and do your own investment, but learn from the process and how we attack investment. Like always, guys, hit the subscribe below and hit the like. That's how you can always support us. And like always, beginner in, beginner out.